No. No, we're not going there. Are we? Oh. How did I know I was gay? Well, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Oh wait, hang on. That's a song, right? Oh no. Okay, right. Listen, when I look back, it was obvious really. It all started when I was 9 years old. I didn't know it at the time, but the telltale signs were present. My primary school, they organised one of those adventure holiday type thingies for kids in their final year, a bit like a summer camp. We went abseiling, horse riding, canoeing, and we did loads of those army boot camp type activities. You know the kind? Yeah, okay. There's something that you need to know. Back then, I was super shy, really quiet kid. I know that it's really hard to believe, but it's true. So I was super anxious about two things about that trip. One is that I had long hair and I struggled to put it into a ponytail on my own. And the second was that I was worried about being away from home. It was my first time away from my mum for an extended period of time, and I was really nervous about it. Turns out I didn't need to worry at all. I had a really great teacher and I loved doing archery, quad biking and building rafts out of sticks and barrels. It was really good fun. I guess I've always been an avid photographer. I love to take pictures, especially action pictures of my family and friends, and it's safe to say that this trip proved no exception. I recall getting my camera developed. Now remember, this was pre-camera phones, and I got the pictures back. I felt incredibly embarrassed that most of my pictures were of my teacher. At the time, I didn't realise what was going on. Now I realise that Miss Burton was my first crush. Other signs, when I reflect back on growing up and watching TV with my mum and brothers, heterosexual intimacy of any kind made me feel uncomfortable, to the point where I would literally turn away or I'd leave the room. And even now when I'm delivering training and I want to say something about being straight, I tend to stumble over my words. It's like, no Gina, don't go there. I guess always as well, I knew I was different from the other kids. I was highly sensitive, easily upset, and I picked up on energy. Yet there was something else, something that I was still to discover. I was 16 when I met my first and last boyfriend. We were together for 3 years, and it was around this time when I encountered my first lesbian. My geology teacher, she was small, stumpy, had short hair. I later found out that this was the stereotypical profile of a lesbian. I remember that she gave all the boys a hard time, and when I talked about being in a relationship with a boy, she had this puzzled look on her face. There was something about her that made me feel uncomfortable. I didn't get it or her. I didn't like her and how she made me feel. Growing up, I didn't have any interactions with gay people, and it didn't even cross my mind at the time that my teacher was gay. This was back in the 90s. Section 28 was in place in schools. I didn't know anything about different sexual orientations. It wasn't taught or talked about in schools. I thought to be heterosexual was the only option. So here I am in this relationship with a boy. I didn't know any different. I thought that's what you did, you know. You get with a boy, you fall in love, you get married, you buy a house together, you have kids, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was taught was normal. But it turns out there's this whole other world out there that I didn't even know existed. I know, I've stalled long enough. What was the moment of realisation? I was really into music when I was younger. I hung out in the music rooms with friends at lunchtime, playing guitar and drums whenever I could. I absolutely loved playing music. I was introduced to someone outside my friendship group, and over time we became friends. She was quiet, reserved, and there was something about her that really intrigued me. On Friday evenings, we'd go round to each other's house and we'd watch TV, we'd play music, or we'd read together. Sometimes we'd stay over. When we weren't with each other, we'd spend hours on the phone each evening. It was really strange. I can only explain it like I'd known her before. I loved spending time with her, the conversations that we had and the connection that I felt. It was deeper than any that I've ever experienced with a boy. One night, she asked if she could kiss me. An incredibly brave move when I look back on it. And I said yes. As I said, I kissed a girl and it turns out that I liked it. That was the moment I knew. I'd love to hear your story. How did you know that you were gay? And when you look back, were there those telltale signs for you like there was for me? And what was the moment of realisation? I'm going to be answering your questions on coming out over the next few months. I'm going to do like a coming out series as part of the My Queer Life journey. If you've got any questions, if you want to know anything specific, then leave me a comment and I'll make sure I answer it over the coming weeks and months. Yes, I might get uncomfortable. Yes, I might fidget. We'll see how it goes. And listen, if you love these types of conversations and you like what you've seen today, please subscribe, share this with your friends, and don't forget to leave me a message below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.